everybody, and welcome to a special, a little thing here on the Toku Roundup. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Rising Legends, our first ever D&D campaign. And going around, let's give our introductions. First, we have the Flamboyant Flyer, Flutter Guy 98.
降臨満を持して
The Savage Meme Queen Ultimate Nerd Girl. Ulti, that's a cue.
I just spoke.
Oh, we didn't hear you.
We didn't hear you.
Hi, Hi, look, I'm doing.
Our Spirit King Hiiro.
Oh boy, this is gonna be one hell of a chaotic first thing.
Oh, we better have chaos control then. And finally, we have our DM and my dad. Dad, please welcome our DM Markus.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Are we ready? Are we ready to begin?
Let me just turn on display capture. And okay, now just turn off slide to there we go. And bada bing bada boom. Yes, we are good to go.
Okay. Tonight's campaign beginning is going to be mainly for folks who have never played D&D before. We're going to be doing a little bit of combat tutorial and kind of getting our party members together. And it seems like we lost somebody already.
Damn it, we lost Ulti.
There we go.
And she's back. All right. So this is going to be a little bit of a combat tutorial and a way of getting everyone kind of learning how to use Roll20, how combat works in D&D, and like I said, a way to bring the party members together. So, for various reasons, you all individually are heading towards a small community called Oakhurst. It's a small village of about 900 people, mainly humans, some halflings, and a spattering of various other races. You are all approaching from various directions a crossroads, and just happenstance, you are getting there, arriving at this crossroads just at dusk. It's starting to get dark. It is not bright sunlight, but it is starting to get dark. And you're hoping to get to Oakhurst before sunset. And this is what you see.
Ooh.
Okay then.
As you approach this crossroads, Oakhurst, the road leading into Oakhurst being to the east, you see a young woman next to a damaged cart. If there were horses at one point, they have fled. Barrels fall in disarray from the cart. Two humans that appear to be freshly killed. You do see surrounding the cart and the lady in an obvious robbery attempt, it seems. What you identify, because they're a fairly common creature, you identify as kobolds. They're small creatures. They have almost a dragon-like appearance on their face. That is what they look like.
Okay.
All right.
Oh God.
Ooh.
The young woman does see the Warforged Paladin being the closest, approaching her from behind, and screams for help. Everyone in the vicinity can hear her screams and can see what's going on. What do you wish to do?
Hmm.
I mean,
I wish to go forward.
Okay, are you going forward and just walking casually? Or are you moving in to do an attack? What are you doing exactly?
I'm moving forward to analyze the what exactly is going on.
All right, the kobold that's right here, and you can move your tokens, by the way, so you can move your token forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Sees you approach, and do you have, by any chance, speak kobold in your character sheet? If you look, do you speak that language?
Survey says. Let's see here. Where is that page?
On the left side, down towards the bottom under your stats.
Yeah.
Should say languages that you.
It should actually
Speak.
be right below. When you go to see your weapons, it should be right below that.
Here. Let's see, kind of.
If you look right below where it says passive, bottom left corner. I'm looking at your sheet. It looks like you do not. You speak Common, Draconic, and Dwarvish. So the kobold here turns towards you and gesturing with his daggers, points you away and says something to you in a very high pitched language you don't understand. The lady turns to you with eyes pleading and says, "Please help me. They've killed my friends." Anyone else want to do anything, move up, do anything like that before we continue?
Okay, I would like to stealthily approach and see what's going on, but I don't want to draw too much attention.
Okay, all right. You will see on your character sheet under proficiencies, you should see an option for stealth. It's in the second column from the left. It's
Okay.
towards the bottom, where in the box that's labeled skills.
Okay.
If you will simply click on the word stealth, it will roll a stealth roll for you.
Okay, let's see if I can do this. So, okay, where am I going again?
All right,
You see
so
where
you see
right below that block.
you see your character stats on the left, the column that has strength, dexterity, far left. Look
Yeah.
just to the right where it says charisma. That box that's there has all the skill abilities. Stealth is second from the bottom.
Okay.
You simply need to click on the word stealth and it will roll a stealth check for you.
Okay, stealth. So I just click stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it should roll it in the chat window. Okay. Where do you wish to move to? You have some boulders here you could hide behind. You could go into these, hide kind of in the tree line here. Where would you like to move? You're fairly confident you cannot be seen the way you're moving right now.
Okay. I am gonna go behind the tree.
Okay. You can move. You should be able to move that token.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go back over here and see what's up.
All right. And you could see and hear the exchange between the kobold here and the armored warforged character that is just to your east now.
Okay.
So, gentlemen down below, what would you wish to do?
All right. Since I already kind of know what I'm doing, I would assume the tiles are probably 5 feet each, probably.
Say again?
Like the tiles are probably the squares here.
Yes,
are 5 feet each.
the blocks are 5 feet.
Okay, so I'm going to move up. I'm going to move up to right there. So I'm good.
As you approach, this kobold here does a similar thing, turns towards you and tries to, obviously gives you a warning shout. Do you speak kobold?
I do not.
Do not. Then you cannot understand him either, but it is obvious the intent is to tell you to mind your own business.
Yeah, that's not happening. I'm not minding my own business. Yeah,
Okay.
No, that's not happening.
Bard down below.
Okay, I like to move over here
Okay.
and try try and intimidate the surrounding kobold.
Okay. You'll need to get close enough for them to probably see you.
Okay, so
And so they're going to do the same thing as you approach. Like they will like gesture at you to leave.
mhm.
And you need to roll your intimidation, please.
All right, just click on.
Intimidation in your skills box.
All right.
All right. And the kobold, what are you doing to intimidate the kobold? What exactly are you trying to do?
Just like doing a clawed pose, like
So
with my hand.
you're posing down.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me make a roll. Okay. This kobold backs up a little bit, but is a lot more confident when he starts getting around his buddies. He's not ready to run, but he's like, not sure about you. All right. This kobold steps up and they start moving towards the woman.
All right.
What are we wishing to do?
I wish to move forward to try and stop them from.
What do you do to try to stop them?
There's an obvious solution and a less obvious solution.
Can I try attacking?
You can, and that means we do this. You see that turn order thing that just came up? All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I need everyone to make sure you have your token selected by clicking on it first.
Okay.
And then you should be able to click on in the top center. You see the word initiative.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, I'm clicking on it. I don't see.
Wait,
And
where do I click for tokens?
right above your. If you just click on your token, and you'll see it gets selected when you click on it,
Okay.
like you're removing it. And then once it's selected, it is right below where your name and race is. It's right next to armor class in the middle top section of your character sheet. The word
Alright.
initiative. Click that, and it should put your initiative in the turn order.
Okay. So where is it?
That is correct. You see right below where it has your race and everything else up top, armor class.
Let's see.
It's right between armor class and speed.
Yep.
No.
And I have to do I have to pull up the character sheet?
Yes, you should have your character sheet
Yes.
up pretty much while we're playing.
So where do I click?
Where it says initiative.
Initiative. Ah, I see it.
Yep.
And
I'm
click
still
it.
trying to figure mine out. Okay, so.
Okay, Han, do you have your
Help.
Okay, do you have the character sheet popped out?
Yes, I do.
You see right beside right below where your race is, right in between armor class and speed, you see that little it looks like a 0 with initiative?
Wait, right below where?
Right in between armor class and speed, you see a little box that has a 0 in it that says, or has some number in it that says initiative.
Okay,
Right above your hit points.
okay, got it.
Then click on the little text that says initiative, and it'll roll for you.
Okay.
Nice.
Jesus!
Okay.
Well, that's just not fair.
Okay then.
Well, I guess to say again, ladies first.
Yep. Hold
Yeah.
on. Now we have to roll for these gentlemen.
Yeah, we have to obviously roll for theirs.
Okay.
I would assume that obviously they all go on the same initiative.
Yeah, I will do that since they're a group.
All right, cool. That's usually how it's most usually. Oh wow. Okay.
Character sheet, can you move so I can actually
Oh,
see the
shit.
screen, please? Thank you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they're going right after Ulti is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I will order the initiative.
Alright.
That is the turn
Why do I
order.
gotta go last?
Because you rolled a low
Because you rolled
a low
shit.
initiative. All right. So,
Okay.
Nemia, is that how are you pronouncing that? Nemia?
Yeah, let's say it's the same. For simplicity's sake.
All right. Nemia, what do you wish to do? You don't have to attack, but it is your opportunity to go in and make an attack on one of the kobolds if you wish to do so.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay, am I able to use my bow to try and knock one of them down?
you are able to shoot one of them with your bow, absolutely.
Okay, then I'd like to do that.
This is a tree line, but it's not dense enough that you can't shoot from the tree line here. All right, so
Okay.
which kobold would you like to shoot? This
I'm
one?
gonna try and get some distance between the kobold and the woman, so I'm gonna shoot the one that's right in front of her.
Right here. You're going to shoot at this one that I'm pinging right now.
Okay,
Okay.
what do I do?
All right. So if you will look on your sheet, you will see under your right below, like if you go where we did initiative and go straight down, past hit points, past hit die, you see where it says short bow?
Oh, okay, yeah, I see the short bow.
All right. Click on short bow and it will roll your attack.
Damn.
All right, that's a 19. That does hit this kobold. So now in the chat window, if you will hit the word short bow, click it, it will roll the damage for you.
Okay, so, I need to get the chat window open.
Yeah.
Okay, crap, I'm gonna close this. Now, sorry, okay, so...
Right below your attack rolls, which were 19, the 19 and 16. 19, the first one on your left is a normal roll. I'll explain why there's a second roll there in a bit, but...
Okay, so just hit short bow?
Click the word short bow that's right there in the chat window.
Okay.
7 piercing. Okay, this is the fun part. How do you want to do this? This kills the kobold. You can describe to me what happens, how the kobold goes down, where it hits, etc., etc. Because this kobold is hit and drops. How do you want to do it?
So, does he have his attention on me or the woman?
No, he was totally not even focused on you. Didn't even know you were there.
Okay, then it's gonna get him right in the back.
Okay, hits right in the back, and these kobolds, they have no idea you were even there. You were stealth. Because you were stealth as well, if you will look on your character sheet, and this is a big deal, do you see look on the far right at the bottom window where it says sneak attack? I'm going to pop that so it shows up in the chat window. Beginning at first level, you know how to strike and exploit a foe's distraction. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to a creature hit with an attack. If you have advantage on the attack roll, the attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon, which you did. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy is within 5 feet of an ally, or if that enemy is incapacitated, or you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll. What that means, when it says advantage on an attack roll, I'm going to explain that. You did have advantage, even though you didn't need it. Both of those numbers hit him based on what his armor class was. How you score a hit, and this is for everybody who hasn't played, when you roll your attack, you're trying to get a number that meets or exceeds the foe's armor class, and they'll do the same when they attack you guys.
Yeah.
Advantage means you have those 2 rolls you made. You can take the higher of those when you have advantage. When you're hidden, when you're stealth, When I, as the DM, determine a foe might be distracted, you get advantage on an attack roll.
Okay.
You didn't need the extra damage this time because he went down with just the initial attack. But good job. And now these kobolds are ready to attack. I'm going to move you down, and turn order is done for you, and now it is the kobold's turn.
Oh dear.
This kobold that is right here is going to go over here and attempt to see where that arrow came from. Would you roll your stealth again, please, to see if you are remaining hidden?
Okay. Hold on.
The same thing you did when you first rolled stealth,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Hold on. Here we go. So I just need to get the character sheet open again.
Suggestion is to pop your character sheet out and keep it up because you will need it pretty much all the time.
Yeah, and if you only have one screen, just kind of switch between the two as you go between them.
Okay, so you want me to hit stuff again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. He's looking for you, but you're hidden. He's having a hard time finding you. So that is his
Oh, thank God.
That is his turn. He spent his action doing that. So I'm going to explain now how a turn works in combat. You did an action, which is an attack action. An action could be something like, I'm going to move this lever. I'm going to do something I'm going to do something that is not moving. The three parts of your turn when you're in combat are you can move, and that's if you see your move speed on there, the speed on your sheet, you can move. You can do an action, and you can do, if any of your abilities say a bonus action, you can do that as well. Movement, you can break it up. I could say if I've got a 30 feet move speed, I could move 15, attack, and then move another 15, or break it up any way you want to. So let's let the rest of the kobolds do their thing. This one here is going to move up and seize the wizard over here, the Dragonborn, and with a nice guttural scream, is going to attempt to attack with his dagger up close.
Okay.
And let's see. And it would be good if I did not have the kobold sheet closed. One moment.
Whoops!
I had it up and then I closed it. It was my bad. I got DMs have a lot of tabs open, so
Yeah.
Daisy!
all right.
Okay, so that gives me a somewhat better idea where everyone is.
So, what is your armor class there, wizard? I believe it is a 10.
Yes, it is.
So he swipes at you, and he misses you entirely. You definitely move out of the way of this kobold.
Yeah.
This next kobold here moves up here. The adrenaline of the fight overcoming his initial intimidation by this bard, and he rolls to attack the bard. I believe your armor class is a 14. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. He does attack you, and then he will do his damage, which is this. He hits you for 5 points of damage. So let me explain to you how to track your damage. So if you will see, everybody, when you click on your icon, you will see the center green circle that has a number in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the number of hit points you have. So, Flutter, if you will click into that box where it says 9
All right.
and type in -5.
9.
It's already in there. Just where it says 9, just click -5 and hit
Okay.
enter. And it should take your hit points down to 4. The same way, if you have something that heals you, you would do +4 plus whatever the healing is. So that's how you manage your hit points.
Okay.
Right.
So this gentleman here is a little concerned about this heavily armored. Oh, I don't move the dead guy. Heavily armored paladin, and he's going to come over here and take his swing. Paladin, what's your armor class? I believe it is very high.
19.
Yes. He misses you.
Damn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one comes up and does the same, seeing you as a threat in your armor. And he misses as well. Both of them miss. And that is the end of the Kobold's turn. And now it is the Bard's turn.
All right. I am going to attack the Kobold with my go-to weapon with my rapier.
Okay, so click Rapier and it will roll the attack. Not that, it's the one that is below. If you follow your armor class, that middle column down there, you'll see your attack.
Okay. Below. Ah,
Yeah, it should be small.
There we go.
Okay, a 10. He nimbly moves out of the way as your rapier just misses him. And do you have anything else you can or wish to do? You can also move, but I will warn you that moving outside away from someone that is right next to you that's an enemy will give them a chance to react and try to attack you. It is called an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I could have taken one earlier if I thought about that actually, because he moved close to me.
Not when they move in range.
Oh, right.
When they're moving out of range, correct.
Right, I forgot about that. Or they're moving past you, obviously.
So
okay, go ahead.
I will say there is an ability that you can do, I know for a fact, as a bard, as a bonus action that you might wish to do. And that is, do you see on your sheet on the far right column of things, about the midway below flaws where it says Bardic Inspiration?
Yes.
That gives you the ability to do this. And I pop that in local. You can inspire others through stirring words or music. To do so, use a bonus action, which you can do on your turn. Choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet that can hear you. So really, your target is probably any of the people around here. I believe anybody can hear you. Everyone's within 60 feet. Yep. And they will be able to, the next 10 minutes, are inspired, and they can gain 1d6 to either an attack roll or a damage roll. And when they use it, it's done. So you can inspire one of the fellows here that is fighting with you at this point with your bardic inspiration if you wish to do so.
All right, which I do.
Okay.
Who would you like to inspire?
The Dragonborn, due to him being
Closest, fair enough. So I'm going to mark this on your thing, Dragonborn, on your sheet. You are crazy inspired. See the little thing on your token? So that's to let you know. One thing about Bardic Inspiration, since you guys do have a bard, when you roll an attack, after the roll, but before I tell you whether it's success or failure, you have to let me know if you want to roll it. So if it's a really low roll, yeah. If you know.
Yeah.
So Oh, by the way, I am making an adjustment on your character sheet. Flutter. Remember, we said
Alright.
we were going to that wisdom you rolled. We did not adjust it up to the minimum like we said we were going to.
Alright.
I've just done that for you. So,
Alright.
I just noticed it when I was looking at your sheet. Okay. And I'm assuming that is the end of your turn.
Yes.
So it is now up to the
All right.
Dragonborn wizard that is standing and inspired by your words.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to, since I don't really have too much importance of spells yet, I'm probably going to use my quarterstaff in a two-handed fashion to try to hit the kobold that is right in front of me.
Okay.
So here we go.
That is a miss.
Ooh.
You know what? I did not give you an opportunity to decide if you wanted to use Bardic Inspiration. I will allow it since I went ahead and said that before I gave you a chance. Would you like to use your 1d6 to add to your attack roll?
Yes, I would.
Okay, go ahead and for those of you who want to, when I have you roll something that's not a click, the command to do that is a /R as in roll in the chat window, and it is simply whatever number, like 1d6, and that does hit.
Yes. Okay.
So it would be like this. Forget the brackets here. Without the brackets, something like that in chat, this would be, or without parentheses, that would be what you would do to roll a 1d6.
Mhm.
If you want to roll a, like if I said, okay, roll, 1d100, you do that without with the parentheses around it, etc., etc. So that's how you roll. Or if you'll look on your little menu to the far left in roll 20, there's a little die. You click on that and you can actually use the advanced dice roller. It's up to you. Either way works. Okay, that does hit. So let's see the damage on that quarterstaff, please. All right. Bonk him however you want. Tell me how you do it, because you absolutely have just killed that kobold standing in front of you.
I'm probably just gonna go for something like basically just going for like the windpipe, basically. Like swinging it.
A high-pitched like squeak when you hit his trachea comes out of his mouth, and his eyes roll back as the windpipe is crushed, and he falls in a heap to the ground. All right.
Did he hit him in the windpipe or did he hit him in the balls?
Instead of hit him in the throat.
Yeah, hit him
Oh,
right in the
I'm sorry. It is now your turn, Mr. Warforged Paladin. You got two kobolds standing right in front of you. What do you wish to do?
I wish to attack them.
Which one? You can attack one.
The one on the left.
Okay, the one on your left. So that would be this one here, or the one on the left as we're looking at it here?
The second one.
This one here.
Yes.
All right. So, you have your shield, I'm assuming. So, you will click the first longsword, which is the one-handed longsword.
All right. And
that is a definite hit.
Oh yeah.
And click on longsword one-handed to roll your damage.
click on it again.
Click on the word longsword in the chat window.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Underneath your roll. How do you want to do this?
I wish to swing my long sword at straight at the kobold's neck, completely decapitating it.
Okay, you swing that long sword, and it finds its mark right at the base of his skull and takes the head clean off. The head rolls over here into the bush, and the body simply stands for a moment and slumps to the ground. All right.
My apologies. I'm not one usually for violence, but you left me no choice.
All right.
Oh, God.
All right. Hidden Rogue, what do you wish to do? You've got a kobold that's actively looking for you right here.
Okay, has he spotted me or is he still snooping around?
He's snooping around. That was his action. You passed your stealth roll, so.
Okay. So I don't like this guy getting up all in my business, so I'm going to be able to try and take him out quietly.
Okay. Make your attack.
Okay, so I am going to... Okay, can I try and dagger this guy?
You can run. He's going to see you. He will see you if you miss. You're not going to be hidden if you run up to him and dagger him, but yes, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then if that's the case, I don't want this guy to see me, so I'm just gonna bow this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so short bow.
That is definitely a hit. And go ahead and click your damage.
Okay, so let's see how bad I nail this guy.
As he's looking, the moment before hearing the sound of your bow release, the moment before it hits him, he spots you, but then the arrow strikes him. The arrow strikes him, and it doesn't matter anymore. How do you want to do it? What happens with your arrow?
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is just gonna get it right in the chest. I'm just gonna try and take this guy down. I'm not perfect, and I'm just like go down.
Okay. So he's out. He is out and down, and now there's 2 kobolds left. This one here sees that the bard is a little bit hurt, and is going to try to attack the bard again with his dagger.
Oh no.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
She's just like, oh
It's like, oh no.
no. Ooh.
That is a hit.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh crap.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The bard is really hurt. The kobold has been like going ham on him. So that's 3 points of damage, which leaves you, I believe, with 1 point left before you are
Fuck me.
unconscious.
Yep.
Ow.
But this kobold up here is taking a shot at the one at the Warforged that just decapitated his friend. And does I believe a 22 does hit. And a whopping 6 points. So you will need to go in and click in your green circle and type in -6 and hit enter.
Okay, hang on, I'm trying to see here.
If you click on the token and the green circle above that has the number 12
Yeah?
in there, click in there and hit -6 and enter.
There we go.
And there you are. All right. So one person kind of hurt. The other person is hurting a little more. And the kobold's turn is done. I believe it is time for the bard's revenge, hopefully. Don't forget, Flutter, that you do have an offensive spell in Thunderwave.
All right.
And
It also paralyzes Pokemon.
God damn it.
Come on.
so if you want to do Thunderwave, you actually have that in your attack as well.
All right.
Or you could use your rapier or dagger, whichever you wish to do at that point.
I will try and cast Thunderwave.
All right.
instead of Green.
So Thunderwave is comes out as a 15-foot cone. So I'm going to show you about what that would look like. So a 15-foot cube. So it would be basically this size is the effect. but you can angle it by all means so it doesn't hit anyone that's around you. So right there is your effect. So go ahead and roll your click Thunderwave and do your roll.
Okay. Submit.
Currently waiting for my connection to come back to the server because my connection got
Yeah, mine got a little interrupted.
Same.
All right.
Minor hiccup.
Minor film break.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Yep.
I believe that.
So-
I believe that information is wrong. I believe we still are
Hmm?
connected because I still see things and I still see people clicking. So
Oh,
There
okay,
we
so
go.
we're
Yeah,
good?
I don't see.
yeah. So go ahead and so if you can click Thunderwave in your attacks.
I just did before we had that.
Yes,
Try it again now.
Yeah, because I don't.
All
I
right.
don't see anything happening right now. I just see a little thing that
There's
pops
that.
up. My show's been interrupted. That's all I see
Level
right now.
1.
yeah, I'm trying to get back into myself.
There we go. Yeah, I seem to be the only one in the game.
Oh, yeah. I see that too. Oh, I'm gonna refresh as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh then real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Just to make
refresh.
sure that-
Oh yeah, I see it's coming back.
Firefox taking a while to load.
We're rushing. Okay, now I'm good.
Mine's still loading.
That's all. That's fine, deal. Don't. It's not like a. It's kind of a big thing, but it's not like a huge.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Mine's reloading too. So let me know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, it's only when I go grab a drink.
All right.
Oh yes, of course. Get the mail. Oh, are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry,
What
need to
happened?
refresh.
It happened again.
The entire thing meant to put in game an error page.
Yeah, it actually looks like Roll20 in general is not coming up for me.
Oh,
Ooh.
Fuck.
it reloaded for me just fine. Well, I didn't reload. I just started doing a reload, and then it just started working again.
Okay, come on, internet. Don't fail me now, you son of a bitch.
What is with Roll20?
It's usually pretty good. It's generally very stable.
Weird.
Yeah, but this had to screw up now when we're in the middle of the game, for real?
Oh, wait!
Oh,
Yeah,
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I believe I'm getting back in too.
Hold on, mine's still reloading.
yeah, because I currently only see me and Flutter in the game.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm coming. I'm a coming.
I'm going.
Oh, okay, I wonder, but okay, it's still reloading for me. What the shit?
Weird.
Okay, now it's loading.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely, I shall be back with my new compatriots.
Oh. Okay.
Live recording is awesome.
Yeah, especially when this stuff happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is still showing loading as well.
Yet? Nope. If you're there yet? No. Are you there yet? No.
There you are, hon.
Okay, am I in? Am I good?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're good.
we
You're
see
good.
you.
Okay, cause I'm just okay. Hold on. The map is. Okay, the map is not. Oh, there it is. It's slowly booting up because I can't see the map yet. I need to get my character sheet back open.
Oh yeah, I need to do that. I need to do the same thing actually. Thanks for saying that, hon, because that reminded me to open mine too. Yikes! I can't believe I almost forgot about that.
Oh, whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie. There we go. Okay, hold. Oh boy.
Okay, come on. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, there we go.
Yay! Finally.
Wait, good fuck. That took forever.
I will tell you, in the several years I've been playing Roll20, this is the first time I've seen this actually happen like this. Oh, there you go. Everybody's still in the turn order. All right. I'm in two, so now we're just waiting on DLBot to get in.
Yep, just waiting on you.
Recalculating
okay.
spleens.
Okay, so I see I'll take the first roll there. See the when you roll the Thunder Wave, I know you're not in DLBot, but I'm going to talk about Flutter about what his just did. That's a spell, so it doesn't have an attack. A lot of spells don't have an attack thing. They actually go off, and the enemy has to make a saving throw against that. They use their abilities to see if they can resist the effects of the spell.
Right.
All right. So as soon as my Kobold sheet comes back up, it did. Let me see what I need to roll for the Kobold's Constitution save, and that DC 14 is that's your spell casting ability right now. That's the roll they have to make for your Thunder Wave to
Do nothing.
do well. I believe Thunder
Or
Wave does
double.
half damage if you if that's the case. I'm gonna go look at the text. I'm gonna be peeking around your character sheet real quick
All right.
because I want to look at this. On a failed save, creature takes 2d. On a failed save, they take 2d8 thunder damage. On a successful save, they take half. If they fail the save, they're pushed 10 feet away from you.
Oh.
It's basically a thing of force. And a Kobold has not the best constitution, so we'll see what we're gonna do here. They fail, and this Kobold is not only pushed 10 feet back. Tell me what happens when he is demolished by your powerful voice.
Okay, I'm trying to roll the Roll20 in different tabs, see if that helps.
Don't try to load it in a bunch of tabs. It's trying to just pick one
No,
and
no,
let
no,
it.
no, no. I just closed the tab the Roll20 was the first Roll20 thing was in, and now opening. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Just waiting for you to get in.
So how do you do this, Bard that has been hurt?
The spell disintegrates him.
Yeah, his body parts fall off. Maybe not in a pile of ash, but he definitely has his skin is definitely off of his bones, and
Crispy.
his flesh. Yeah, his flesh. The thunder force of your thunder wave pushes him back, and what's left of what was a kobold at one point is now dead on the ground.
Extra crispy.
And I do believe, Flair, it is your turn. There is one kobold remaining up here.
All right, let's see here. I'm pretty sure if all things clear, if I don't make it up there and get rid of that kobold first, I know the paladin's going to do it. So I'm probably just going to. Let's see here.
Yes.
I'm going to
Come
move
on,
up
baby.
to-
Come on, baby.
I'm going to move up to there. And then, actually, I can probably still use magic missile from here and try to hit him.
You can.
right.
Wait, you can use magic missile?
That's like a. I'm pretty sure that's like a first level spell. So, yeah, it doesn't do very much at first, but
Why do I want to do something? It damage like this. It's called magic missile. It's a missile made of magic.
there we go. Pretty sure I do that. There we go.
It is, and I do believe that is probably going to end our combat, I believe. I'm going to check real quick on the text of your magic missile.
Damn it, roll 20.
Oh,
Why makes
okay,
me miss the
sorry.
good stuff?
Sorry about
Thank you. I appreciate me keeping on the tab. 3. It actually creates 3 glowing darts of magical force, so it actually would do that damage. They strike simultaneously. There is no save against that for them. So, how do you want to do that?
Yeah,
Your
you go.
magic missiles fly and
Huzzah! Yes! Finally,
do
it's
their
back.
thing just in time to see the magic missile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it probably hits him in the head, one probably hits him in the chest, and the other hits him somewhere in the leg.
All right, so
Why
the
have
last
one
one
of
that
them
hits
hit
him in the leg,
balls?
he is already dead by the time after the headshot. The other one's just simply buffet him around until his body flops on the ground.
I
Okay,
was gonna say one hits him in the ass, but
so we are out of combat,
Okay.
and
alright.
this lady's like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're free to move up if you wish. I'm actually going to kind of move the bodies out of the way so you won't be in the way of your tokens." So, what do you guys do? She's standing there thanking you profusely for helping her.
I mean, considering technically at this point we wouldn't have known where the rogue really went, I'm probably just gonna start making my way to where the one Kobold died and see if I can find where she ended up.
Are you going to attempt to still remain hidden, or are you going to show yourself at this point?
I'll make myself known, but while you guys are just off doing your own thing, I'm just like making my way over to the body to see if they have anything good on them I can use.
That's further.
Shit.
Same idea.
Well, right, just like, yeah, so like I'm around like this area trying to make my way to the body.
Okay, they do have basically each of them has a crappy dagger. Definitely not as good as the one you have. They have a sling. The kobolds let's do this. Are you going to search which body you searching? This one right here?
Yeah, well, I'll switch this body right here.
Okay. This one doesn't seem to have any coin on them, and they have
Oh,
their
God damn
weapons.
it.
You're welcome to take the weapons, if you want.
Sure, I'll take the weapons. Why
Okay.
not?
So in your inventory down below, you can put in 1 dagger and 1 sling. You can just type that in. That's
Oh, shoot.
That should be.
So if that's towards the bottom, you just hit the plus button down below,
Got it.
and then you can type in 1 and just put dagger.
Okay, so I'm scrolling down to.
That's under equipment at the very bottom. There's a plus. That's how you add a new row.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I just type in dagger.
Mm-hmm. And then you can do it again and put a sling.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Oh, crap. Okay, dagger. Okay, so this dagger don't add anything to it, or...
This
Okay.
is just something if you want. You've already got daggers that you have of your own.
Yeah.
Oh, not there.
Okay.
Not there. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to get rid of that one. That's not where we do. It's down here. If you keep scrolling down to the bottom,
Oh, okay.
it'd be like, and I'm going to type, so like Kobold dagger would be something we can put in there so you know where you got it. And we can do another one and do like that. See those?
Yeah, got it. Oh, that's how you spell kobold. I was spelling it fucking wrong in my head.
That's all right.
That's
Kobold, kobold.
Mhm.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to do anything? She's like standing there, like you see the rogue come out and start going through the bodies.
I'm gonna make my way over to the kobold right here and search that.
Okay. This kobold also only has a dagger and a sling. I'm going to remove the ones we've out of the way that you have searched already.
And
They've vanished to the shadow realm.
there we go. I got the stuff written down then. There we go.
Anyone else want to do anything? She is still like, she was like, thank you, everybody. And now you're like,
all right. If no one will do something, I will.
what you going to do?
I am going to walk forward and make sure that the woman is all right.
And what
How
do you say?
noble of you, Sir Paladin.
Your thanks is appreciated, man. Are you all right?
She's very shaken. She's like, my name is Lumia. I was with my friends. We were taking some barrels of wine to sell into Oakhurst, and we were attacked. I'm worried that I won't be able to make it the rest of the way, and I've got no way to carry the wine. But if someone can, or all of you can maybe escort me in, I've got a little bit of coin I can pay you when we get to the town. And thank you so much for your help. And you are?
I'm Rectus Nimicus. Yes, a Warforged Paladin, and just happened wandering by.
Well, I am glad your paths crossed mine at this time. Otherwise, I'm sure I would be dead. And who are your acquaintances here?
My acquaintance. I do not know these fellow travelers. Though I can tell that one of them appears to be a rogue of some kind.
Okay. At this point, now the only person who has anything, Rex the Bar. Do you want to take an action and do something? Talk to anybody? Search a body.
Yeah, search the kobold that's to the left of me.
Okay.
Right up.
This one as well only has a dagger and a sling.
Okay. So I'll take the dagger. Inventory.
I find it funny though, like DL, like everyone else just started looting bodies. DL's the only like lawful one to even slowly walk over the woman and she's fine.
Where would the? Oh, wait.
I'm a
Yeah,
goddamn paladin, and of course I'd worry about the innocent dum-dum.
So where would the kobold's dagger?
I'm just minding my own business.
You can put that if you will go. I'll look at your sheet. So if you will look down at the very, 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 very bottom of the where it says equipment.
Yeah.
You click the plus button. I just clicked it for you, and you would type in there kobold. It's spelled like this. I'll type it in for you, and you can do the same and put the sling in there.
Okay.
I would assume for all intents and purposes, we probably could. Some of us who don't have daggers outright could actually use these daggers as weapons.
I don't know. I think he said it himself. These daggers are pretty crappy. So
Yeah, I mean we could just throw.
Okay.
Them
And here's the point. Here's the part where I am going to reward roleplay. DLBot on your sheet, if you will look at the just to the left of where it says your armor class, you see where it says inspiration, and there's nothing there.
hang on. I see it. Yes.
All right. Now, did you click that and put it there? Yeah, that's right. You now have an inspiration point that can be used as when you're making an attack roll. a saving throw or an ability, you can choose to use your inspiration to roll with advantage. Once you use it, you lose it. But I'm going to reward inspiration for good role play that you went and checked on the lady before you started looting through the bodies. All right. Now, the other kobolds, if anyone wants to check the bodies or anything, Rogue, I'll let you take your shot, and then the Dragonborn.
Okay, I have a question. Do any of us hear the conversation between the paladin and the woman?
Yeah, you're within earshot, definitely. You're
Yeah,
only
we're
about 10 or
close.
15 feet away.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go up to them and wonder, like, and I'm gonna ask, sure, I can help. How much are you willing to pay, though?
She goes, I have a small bit of silver. Like, we were a very poor and had a small winery. We were barely making enough to get by. I honestly don't know what we're going to do after we get to Oakhurst and how I'm going to survive, but I'm willing to pay you coin for my safety. I have 4 silver that I could spare for your group if you will help me get safe passage to the village.
Alright, then I shall assist you.
Oh, I got some food for this.
All right. What are you guys doing down below? Anything else?
All right. Well, I'm gonna probably since pretty much that at least those two have made it over there. I'm going to probably make my way over right next to the rogue and right below the woman. Basically, just walk up to the rogue, give her a slate to smack her. Like, we don't get. Like, come on, you don't gotta get coin to help her. I mean, it's an innocent woman. She was attacked by like what 6 kobolds.
The Dragonborn
Well-
does have a point.
Bard, do you want to go weigh in on this, or do you want to go loot additional kobolds?
Sure.
Now, this is a good time that if you guys wish to introduce or interact with each other, you can as well,
Right.
because you don't know each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Innocent woman that may be, but I have others who also could use some silver.
It is hard to trust. It is hard to trust a rogue. Most are in for themselves, from what I know.
Huh? At least you didn't make a comment towards me being a tiefling.
I mean, you're a tiefling. You're tiny.
Yeah.
I mean, you're tiny compared to me, but that doesn't mean you couldn't kick my ass if you want to. So I'm gonna not make short jokes for the rest of this.
Short jokes. I'm not aware of what those jokes are. I'm aware of what a joke is, but I do not.
You don't need to know.
Are you certain? And I'm very curious about what a short joke is.
Yeah, you don't need to know. Don't ask.
You'll be told about these later when I eventually make one because I'm not gonna be able to keep my mouth shut forever.
So another function of Roll20 in the chat. So if you guys are in the chat right now, only one of you is going to see what I am sending. And I just whispered to somebody. This is done. If you want to whisper this will send a private chat in the game. For example, if you wanted to send something to me, you would do this, and again, remove the parentheses.
Mhm.
That would go to me.
Right.
Gotcha.
So if I wanted to do like to DLBot, I would do example like that. So
Right.
Yeah. So you'll take whatever person's name it is, put it next to the whisper,
and it'll try to autofill as you type.
of course.
Mhm.
All right.
So I have just actually whispered to
Okay.
everybody. So anyway, just that's another thing to learn how to use the interface.
Okay.
Right.
So do you guys? I have about 10 minutes left before I have to do a call it tonight. I had till 9. So
Okay.
if you want to, we can stop here and do a little bit of role play introductions. Think about more about your backgrounds, what you want to share, what you want to don't, and we can pick up here
Hold on.
and
Flutter
move into
hasn't introduced
Oakhurst.
himself yet.
But no one really has. I was asking if you want to. I have 10 minutes before I have to call the game.
Fair enough. Fair.
What I was asking is if you want, if it may take more time for everyone to introduce, because we started about 45 minutes late tonight.
Yeah, I would say just
Okay.
go through introduction. Let's just go try to go through the
Yeah, we can do introductions.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna call it tonight. Good first game, introduction to combat. There's a lot more to learn, but we're gonna do it in stages so that everyone's good. We will pick up literally right here. The sun is starting to set, and we will do introductions next week to each other. Think about what your background is, what you want to say, what you want to talk about, how you want to introduce yourselves to each other, and we will do the move into Oakhurst, the town, which is where we will begin to move into the true campaign, the true adventure that this group is going to move into. Good job,
Alright.
folks. Fantastic.
Right, and with that will be it for the first edition of the Rising Legends, folks. This will be something we hopefully do every Friday. So tune in to see the continuing adventures of Heroes of a Warforged Paladin, and a Tiefling, laying a Dragonborn, a Bard, and I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of other rogue snoozing around somewhere. I don't know.
There, maybe that other rogue is just somewhere hanging out in Oakhurst. We'll see.
Or maybe
But
he's
good
asleep
job.
from being drunk. Who knows?
Good job. Good first adventure. Good kills. And,
I feel like I did very crap.
No,
we'll pick it up.
You had better rolls than most of us, Ulti.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
this was not intended to be a we're in the shit tonight. It was more, the intent tonight was more, hey, this is how you take damage, this is how you roll, this is how things work, and everyone did great. Good
Right.
job. And 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the game next Friday. And if you have any
Alright.
questions, hit me up in the Discord channel.
All right.
Then,
But-
for
all right.
any
Alright.
additional questions and you might have viewers, tune into the Toku Round Discord server, and with that we will call it a night. So see you next time, folks.
Mhm.
Adios.
Bye.
See ya.